John Ighodaro, popularly known as Johnny Drille, has quickly snatched the hearts of many of us women in Nigeria, and men too, because some of them like to perform like I don't listen to soft, cheesy, romantic music. He's a lie, we know. At least he revealed to us that statistics on his social media shows that he has more men following him than women. Now, he came to our attention when he released, for many people, was when he jumped on the cover of DJ's song, Awww, and then he caught the attention of Don Jazzy, and he's done so much work since then. I personally fell in love with him after I heard his song, Wait For Me. It stole my heart, and it's still stealing my heart. He's gone beyond that to do many more beautiful songs, and he was signed to the Mavin Records crew in 2017. Today, I get to play you an interview I had with him. He shared with us his personality, his music, and all that was involved in making Johnny's Room live. Enjoy. Good to have you, Johnny.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So your surname is Ighodaro or Ighodalo?
Ighodaro.
Ighodaro.
R-O.
Do you know what that means?
Yes, of course.
Not everybody knows what their surname means. I mean, don't ask me what mine means. I know it.
Of course. It means I'm looking forward or I'm moving forward.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of moving forward, you have moved forward and your price has gone way up.
Thankfully.
Recently, you did the Johnny's Room concert, Johnny's Room Live, and it was amazing. I was there. I had such an amazing time.
But let's talk about. I saw it.
Oh, thank you. I would always come for any show you do. Let's go back to the very beginning. How did Johnny's Room start?
Of course, I always wanted to have my concert, like a concert series. But then there was this friend. His name is called Timmy Davis. He's a cinematographer. So he came up with an idea of having like a small room where you just have a couple of friends or fans come around and you just stand around and just vibe, listen to live music, and there's cameras doing all kinds of stuff and all that. So the plan was for 30 people. But as time went on, I got signed to Mavin Records, and so it had to be a lot bigger. And then this year, well, I think it was pretty much a miracle concert because it didn't look like it was going to happen, but things just kind of fell into place, and we had over 3,000 people.
Oh, darling, see, you and me have been together, and I want our love to last forever, happily ever after. Oh yeah. No matter.
I would say for me that it's your realness. I think that is what draws fans to you. The fact that you want to act like you're still that boy next door.
Well, yeah,
but the truth is, we know that you're a celebrity, and your price has gone way up. Your level has gone up. But how are you able to manage that? There's a societal expectation of celebrities.
Yeah.
There are certain ways you should act, there are certain ways you should carry yourself. But we find that you don't seem to be the conventional celebrity. You don't allow those rules to hold you down. How are you able to draw the thin line and find the balance?
I mean, the way I look at it, I mean, I've met a lot of celebrities, and one thing I learned was that at the end of the day, once they close their doors in their houses, they're just like every other person. They're just everyday people. It's just, I think it's public perception or getting out there that make people feel like you need to act a certain way, you need to act like a celeb and all that. But at the end of the day, we're still just everyday human beings. I've been with Cobams, I've been with MI. First time I met MI at his apartment, he was just that regular. There was nothing. There was no star in his head or all that.
Is the next person that I'm going to have a fan moment when I get to interview him. I'm warning you guys. Moving on.
So he just acted like a normal human being. He does that outside as well. So I think everyone is like that. I think it's just public perception that people feel like. But of course, I think people like to see, people relate more with things that they experience themselves. So you can't start acting all super stylish, and I mean, people just like people they can relate with. So I guess maybe that's why people can relate with.
I mean, you do some things. You still enter Okada.
I used to, but I wish I could now. But I still do at night when I need to go and get fuel for my gen, because it's like a filling station.
You used to go to the market, because I see some of your friends go to the market to
it's
go
just that I have to do all these things at night.
And you wear your hood.
It's just that most of I have to do them at night. Like I know my market, the market close to my house, won't close until about 9:30, 10ish. So I still have like from 6:37, which is kind of dark. It's not like if I could go there during the day, I would go. I would, but it's just like I said, public perception. I don't want people to start saying, "Hey, Johnny Drille is so poor. His record label can't pay for his blah 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 blah. He can't whatever." It's not like I can't easily take an Uber or whatever, or drive there and do whatever I want to. But so yeah, I have to do most of the time at night because of public perception.
Okay, let's talk about your parents. You had mentioned earlier the fears when you were coming into the entertainment industry, but for purpose of this conversation, maybe you should share with us what were some of your fears and how were you able to calm these fears?
Well, my parents are pastors. Almost everyone knows that, but both of them are pastors. My dad was the only pastor until my mom was later ordained. So yeah, and then I was music director in my church, and you know, church members always come around the house, and it was kind of weird and awkward that I was always writing and producing, singing love songs. And my dad usually used to study the word, like it's the scriptures. Like there's a room beside my room, and I'll crank the sound so high and start screaming all that love songs and things my dad wouldn't like to hear, especially when he's studying the word. So of course, those were some of the. At some point, he would come to me and be like, "Yo, why can't you just sing to the Lord? Why can't you just sing?"
You know, I just told him that it depends.
He
like
actually-
this song, you can just remove baby and imagine them singing to the Lord. You know?
He actually even called me like yesterday morning to tell me, you know, don't you think it's time you write one song just to appreciate God? Of course, I'm going to. I have songs like that, but he just hasn't heard them. So yeah, those were some of the challenges back then. But over time, they began to support my music and invest, of course, and give me all the support. They still give me all the support.
So far away, promise you'll wait for me. I go think of you every day, my love. Yeah, yeah. I may not come today, but I'll be with you again. I could pray for you every day, my love. Yeah, yeah.
When they came to that park and they saw over 3,000 people screaming your name, what was their reaction?
My dad, my mom, and my brother came to Lagos for the. Of course, I should mention that I flew them in for the first time. I just wanted them to know what that felt like, and they were actually very excited about it. So yeah, when we go after the concert and I would go home, everyone was excited. Everyone was wow, like it was a lot of people. My dad said he hadn't seen that kind of crowd in his life, and to know that kid, everyone that came there for his son, it must have been. I made him proud. So he told me, even a week after, he still called me to tell me that, yo, I felt on top of the world that day, especially when you were doing that Papa song. So yeah, it was really heartwarming.
My boy, he calls me to pray. He tells the Lord to watch over me. Oh, my Papa.
You mentioned that you flew your parents in from Benin to Lagos, and you mentioned via your Instagram post that it was the first time that you wanted them to experience what it felt like to be on the plane. Now, that's not the first time you've been so transparent and honest. I remember also when you were traveling out of the country for the first time, you let the whole of Instagram know that you were leaving the country for the first time. When you came on TV for the first time, you're like, oh, this is my first TV interview as well.
And that was you.
Oh, I'm so
I think I
honored.
should mention that when she was saying that people are going to know, when she was hyping me just now, I was like saying people are going to know very soon. She has already seen it. She saw it from that time, from 2016, that it was going to happen.
I'm really
here
glad.
now.
I'm so proud. I'm so happy, and I know that you have only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
But you oftentimes get criticisms from people who say you share too much. You know, we find that social media has a certain picture that they want you to portray, so they'll tell you. You share some, but don't share too much. Oh, you didn't have to tell them you're going abroad for the first time. Oh, you didn't have to tell them that, you know, this is the first time you're getting into a plane. Did you get such criticisms from anybody?
Well, none that I can remember, but I know some people initially because, you know, when they start talking about brands, they start going, hey, we have to figure out a brand for you. We have to figure out like a dress of styling and how you dress and how you portray yourself and all that. And it just didn't seem to, we just couldn't figure out anything for me. Because, well, I'm an everyday guy, and the everyday guy doesn't exactly have a style. He just wears anything that's in his wardrobe. And I personally don't like flashy things and all that. So people would be like, hey, he has no style, he doesn't know how to dress, doesn't do this, doesn't do. So that was really, but I don't think anyone really had issues with my being like out there or sharing stuff and all that.
What's the worst?
Well, some people, maybe only one time, someone was like, your stories are too long.
I enjoy reading them. What would you say is the worst thing you've heard about yourself? Have you started getting social media criticism yet? Because it seems that you have too much love. I would.
Yeah, I get a lot of love. But I would say, well, it's a lot of love, and I'm grateful for them.
So we don't have the trolls on your page yet?
No, I don't have. Maybe one or two. So this is what happens. Maybe I'm the one that has been taking like precautions and all that. So I go to some other people's pages. I'm saying this for the first time. I go to some other people's pages, and there are some people that leave certain nasty comments. For example, not my page.
On someone else's page.
Let's say on Tiwa Savage's page, or Don Jazz's page, or DNA's page. I see people leaving nasty comments. I just block them before they get to my page.
I do it too.
So I have a lot of people that didn't do anything to me directly, but they're blocked.
So in case you've tried to search for Johnny Drille on Instagram and you've not been able to see him, at all, just know that you've put some nasty comment on some other person's page.
Especially if my record label makes, because when it gets there, it's coming in. I know it's coming my.
Are you ready for when these guys actually do come at you? Are you ready for all the challenges that fame has to come with?
Yeah,
because you've already started experiencing some of them.
I think I am. I think I probably forgot one time when it was on Twitter, and there was a lot of people replying the tweet. Someone tweeted that I don't respond to his Instagram message, his DM, that he even followed me and blah blah. And then people started saying he's such a proud, he's so arrogant, he's so this. I was like, was there like a meeting where all these guys gathered? I was like, we're Johnny Drille, you're on the spotlight today. We're going to. But of course, I think everyone has to be ready for it, because of course I'm getting all this sweetness and all that. Of course, there will be times when people want to troll and all that. I know people. Eventually, some people are going to be like, "Hey, your music is this. Your music is multimedia. You are doing country, blah blah blah." Of course, but we're ready. We'll be prepared.
Sure you go come today, or are we worlds apart? I wonder where you are.
While I have not yet found husband, I found wedding song that we're going to use to walk down the aisle. So be blessed as you listen to this wonderful song of Johnny Drille featuring Holland.
Ah, yeah. I don't know when I'm coming back. I'll be gone for a little while, but I will keep myself for me and you. I'll be back for you. I don't know what the future brings, but I want you to be with me. I would hope and press and make you wait for me, 'cause I'll come back for you, darling. You held my
Must sing to me, my friend.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'll close my eyes.
You are my prize, and I'll run to the finish line. My love, I don't go leave you run. I don't go bounce your call. You'll be always on my mind. Yeah. I'll be so far away. Promise you'll wait for me. I will think of you every day, my love. Yeah. I may not come today, but I'll be with you again. I would pray for you every day, my love. Yeah. My love, I think of you today, 'cause I know they by your side. Of course I'm here. Just wait a little while. Yeah.
I've been waiting since.
But know that I'm alright. And I'll go see you soon. So make you wait for me, my dear.
People should have been screaming by now backstage.
I know, right? People should have been
fainting. This is
fainting.
where we call it a wrap. Thank you so much, Johnny Drille, for joining us on Hello Nigeria.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.